This morning, we're kicking things off with something that a lot of people consider a nuisance, and that's dandelions. Well, our first guests say, hold on a second, that's not the case at all. Well, please welcome Heather Morrison and Paula Thomas from Restaurant Olivia. Good morning to the both of you.
Hi, Claudia.
You feel very differently about dandelions, right?
Yes, we do.
We're about to find out why Earth Day is tomorrow. Tell us more about the importance of sustainability and all that good stuff that surrounds Earth Day.
Sure. So we love celebrating Earth Day. We've been doing it for the 5 years that we've been open. We started off slow, and we've gained momentum, gained direction, but all about, our partners, sustainability. We go out and clean up the neighborhood, and today we're going to show you how to make some yummy homemade pasta with that nuisance called dandelion greens.
That's lovely. Dandelion greens, and they look so good, by the way. So that's what you guys have brought today?
Yeah.
All right, what are we doing?
We're going to show you how to do this. Do you want to talk about what's inside?
Yes. So first of all, we use these because we don't like single-use plastic. So
Okay.
This is our lid. We have here a pasta dough that chef made with a little bit of rye flour.
Ooh.
So rye flour is really good. The rye itself is really good for the earth. And then the dandelion greens are roasted. Then they have a little honey, garlic, and ricotta cheese.
Nice. I was going to ask how you incorporate the dandelion into this.
Yeah, so you think about it like if it's an arugula, but a little bit bitter. Arugula being spicy, dandelions being a little bitter.
Well, can you show us the proper way to stuff tortellini, which is what we're making this morning, because it looks tricky.
So first you pipe a little bit in there, and then Heather is going to show you how to fold
Do you
it.
want to try it, or do you want me to just go?
Show me how you do one.
right.
Okay.
So squash it in so that you get out the air and the filling is in there. And then you're just going to squish these sides, which is counterintuitive. It's not what you think you're going to do. And then you want to squish really hard. And the reason we want to squish it super hard is so that this is basically the equivalent of 4 pieces of pasta. You don't want it to be all chewy when you cook it.
Right.
So squish and then add it to your friends.
Oh my gosh.
there
So
you
you
go.
basically folded it over, right?
Yep.
Like so.
Exactly.
And then the ends.
Yeah, you're a natural.
Well, I wouldn't say that. But what is the flavor going to be like with the incorporation of dandelions?
It's just going to be herbaceous. Think if you had Swiss chard, a little bit of spinach, and a little bit of arugula all together.
Okay, so it's going to be nice and fresh, and it's kind of like a subtle taste, right?
Yes, yeah.
Why do you guys, and I find this with Olivia, you love to incorporate the wild greens right into the dough, anything that has to do with earth. Why is that such a big concept for you guys?
Well, for us, very important to talk about biodiversity. So the more we can incorporate what's around us, and the more we can highlight items that perhaps don't end up in our plate normally, then we are talking about variety of foods, and having that biodiversity means that we are supporting a much broader food system.
Yes. Any other tips you can share when it comes to making pasta? Because I find this very hard to do. I just go with the store-bought.
Well, I would say, yeah, take a class with us.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about the class.
Yeah,
That's
Chef
mine.
Ty can definitely teach you how to make a good dough from scratch. Like you will mix the flour and the eggs and all the stuff, make your pasta dough, and then how to roll it perfectly and stuff it so that you have the most delicious pasta to make home.
I would love to learn how to do that and be like a natural at it. Well, what are some ways we can all be more eco-conscious at home, specifically in the kitchen?
In the kitchen, well, the very first thing you can start doing is composting. That's so anything that normally would end up in the trash bin that comes from the earth should go back to the earth. So composting is number one. Then start looking around, like what single-use plastic can you reduce, and then eating seasonal. So the farmers markets are starting to open. In the next couple of weeks, we start seeing them here in Denver. So visit your farmers, talk to them, ask them like what's seasonal. How can I support you better? How can I eat more of what you are growing? And I think those bits are slowly a way to start getting more connected with what comes from the earth.
That's right. I love that. And farmers markets are always great here in Denver. All right, back to that cooking class, because this is happening tomorrow, I believe.
One of them is tomorrow. So that's our Earth Day class. It's tomorrow, where we'll make these tortellini, and then they'll sit down and eat them. But every every other Saturday.
Okay.
We have pasta making classes that people can come and learn how to make pasta from our pasta team.
Super.
And the best way to find out about those is just to join our email list, which is on our website.
It's on the website. And what is the website?
It's oliviadenver.com.
oliviadenver.com. And what's the best way to try out the restaurant?
Come in to eat. We're open for dinner Tuesday through Saturday. Reservations, you want to plan ahead. Unless you're spontaneous, then come grab a seat at the bar, because those are on a first come, first serve basis.
The bar seats.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, with Earth Day being tomorrow, what a great way to celebrate. Just go and enjoy a meal at Olivia, or you could take a class. Thank you both so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Claudia.
Thank you for having us.
A pleasure. And you can learn more about what goes into making your own pasta at the Sustainability Pasta Making class. That's tomorrow. If you want to RSVP, just head to that website, oliviadenver.com.